today's episode of Jeff Kelderman's Garage, we're going gear jamming in the Peterbilt. Hey, Jeff Kelderman here. Welcome to my garage. For each episode, we're going to sit down, we're going to grab a hot rod, bike, a race car, and we're going to sit down and talk about how I took this car and how we turned it into what it is today. And the prize in my collection, the original Joe Dirt movie car. So when you got deer tattooed on your ribs and this car comes up for sale at Barrett-Jackson, you're going to figure out a way to make it work. And I did. Speaking of American muscle, we've even got Kyle Petty's high school car right here. Hell, even my wife's car's 550 horsepower. We're even going to get out of the garage a little bit. We got a couple special places this thing's going that you're really gonna like. You're gonna follow me to the racetrack and see how good or maybe not so good a driver I am. You're gonna see a lot of Viper action. 6-speed, old school, no traction control. What could go wrong? We got a little bit of time to kill.
That's about a hot minute.
Just got done waxing your ass on the track with that Viper. Corvette guy. Were you wearing those New Balances in the car? Or?
Well, I would have been fast if I was. I would have lapped you, but I forgot him in the toter, and
I tell you what, that Mustang is fast. It is real fast. So Dad built this in 2001, and he went to I think a Ritchie Brothers auction in probably 2000, 2001. He bought it's a 98 Peterbilt short nose. He wanted a short nose because he didn't want the long nose sticking out, quicker, turning radius.
Yep.
And the whole goal on this was for hauling snowmobiles in the back and then pulling his pickup or a trailer.
Yep.
So what he did is he bought this fifth wheel, and I think it was about probably a 32 footer, and he flipped around backwards so that he could use the gooseneck part as a garage. And he made it 10 foot long because it's long track snowmobiles. And then, you put stuff in between, and, you could also, motorcycles are only about 8 feet long, so he had all kinds of extra storage if he just wanted to take the motorcycles. So he sold it, he ran it like 5 or 6 years, and then he ended up getting like a big Class A, big Tiffin Zephyr motorhome. And he sold to his buddy Elliot down in Houston, and he has a couple big hangars on this, small airport outside. That collects airplanes and kind of a pack rat. He has all kinds of stuff, but he used it like 4 or 5 times in 15 years.
Well, I'd say it was it wasn't used much.
No, not at all. So,
but not always it's sitting a good thing, though.
Well, yeah, as we know, at this time last year, I was headed down here and flipped to Jake and coming down a big hill, and it went boom. So.
Unfortunately, the 1 year anniversary of the new motor.
Yeah, no kidding. So it's got a Cat C12, had it rebuilt, put a bigger turbo on it. We're not going to rebuild it and not soup it up a little bit. But the cool thing is on this, it's got my dad did a 4-link air ride suspension on it back in probably 2003, I would say. And the thing drives awesome. I mean, I've told you, we've had out from Sebring.
I rode down with him from Iowa to Sebring 2 years ago. Yeah,
we drove all the way south of I think we got to Macon, Georgia that night, or farther. I don't know.
I was in the back sleeping. I don't know.
We took off. We took off at 6:30 in the morning, and we got to the Florida Georgia line. That's how far we got on it. You just drive it forever. But when I got it, it was pretty dated, so it was 2000. One motorhome, so everything is just blue.
That's when you got it 2 years ago. You picked it back up 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. We stayed in it, but hell, we were in hot cotton, man.
Yep.
We weren't sleeping in your trailer.
Oh, so it was sleeping in the trailer, sleeping in hotels. I mean, anything beat that. We were probably staying at the track and
staying at the track's awesome because you can just hang out and drink beer after you're done. Running, you can work on the cars. If the driver's meeting's at 7 o'clock, you can get up at 6:45, roll out of bed, and just walk over to it. Hotels, you got to get up an hour. You run around. You got to have. I bring that BMW motorcycle along just in case something happens. At least I have a set of wheels to get somewhere. But
and the socializing at the track, you meet a lot of new people. Good conversation.
Yeah, that's you know, just like anything, you know, the relationships you build with cool people at the track. You're not one of them, but yeah, you know, we hang out with people, and you know, everybody's got like-minded, you know, hobbies. Everybody likes running their cars, and you know, some of these guys will be motorcycle guys. Some of these guys, you know, it's just gearheads.
Yep.
But you know, I this first year I got it, I polished all the stuff myself, and it just got to be too much of a chore. So this year I had a pro come in and took steps off, and he just cut it and did the grill, did all the wheels, and we ceramic coated everything. Did the you know the air cleaners as well. Um, I did. I did.
A heck of a shine to it.
Yeah, I did. I did redo the interior. I had my install manager Robert. Guy's got a lot of talent on all kinds of stuff. So the cool thing about this interior is not only we built, you know, Robert built the interior because it was maroon, just work truck stuff, but we 3D printed. You know, on the A pillars, there's the speakers, the tweeters, and the mids, and then the bigger 6.5-inch drivers dropping down from the ceiling. Oh, that's all 3D printed and then wrapped.
Yep.
So the sound system in this thing is amazing. So, you know, if you're going to drive 1,000 miles in a day, I had to have something that sounds good.
Keep you awake.
Me and a buddy laid the wood floor, and you know, just a bunch of chrome crap you buy online. You can really dress these things up. I ended up buying new seats, so because the first 1,000-mile run home, I think I went to the chiropractor probably about 6 times. And I'm like, I might as well just put this money toward a new set of seats. So we got these legacy seats, and yeah, we haven't been back. You can drive all day, all night. It's fun. I like gear jamming. It took a while to get used to it, but the Peterbilt that my dad built 20 years ago at the track. So, but we didn't go inside. So now that we got everything cleaned up, we're gonna go check it out. So we went down to Houston, drive this thing back. I was a little disappointed in the old 20-year-old interior from the 2001 fifth wheel had not held up very good. So we'll throw a few pictures in of what it looked like. I didn't take a ton of pictures of before. I kind of wish I did. But what we decided to do is my wife is really good at interior decorating. So I kind of gave her a little vision of what I wanted, and this is what we ended up with. So these cabinets are the same guy that built our cabinets for our house. He's a Mennonite guy that lives about an hour from here, and it's, you know, they don't have I think they got electricity to run air compressors, but they don't run lights. They do the old gas lights. He's got about 10 kids running around. All his kids know how to do stuff, and they literally make all the drawers. They're just unbelievable how nice these are. So we got with him. It's the same exact style that I have in my house. So and it's a better value. They're less expensive than going to and buying a lower quality at a store where you would, you know, order cabinets when you build a house. So then I worked with Stone Age Granite in Des Moines. They've got some really cool granite stuff to pick out, and I found a few remnants that they just cut me a smoking deal on. So we did the top there. We made a taller bar stool tabletop because after the race, you know, me and buddies will sit around, you know, throw on, you know, another race, whatever, on MAV TV, hang out. Not to change the subject, but this is the Hans device we were talking about in the race car. So we totally did this. This was had baby blue carpet that was all faded, oak cabinets, you know, the old 80s, 90s style with a bunch of just the really crappy blinds that twisted and had little curtains, you know, that came out here. So we'd gutted all of that. Jeremiah Lamb, he's my contractor. He's built our house. He's built our office. He's built the offices in the shop. He's done all kinds of work for us. So hired him to come and totally gut this thing. We did industrial wallpaper, you know, did tall cabinets to be able to put all our race suit in it. You open this up and I put my radios, all my gear, you know, put Red Bull. We're still open for sponsorship. I know not quite as high budget as the Formula One guys, but I would take a little bit. I'll put the sticker on the car even. We got rid of the old refrigerator because I wanted a black one and the gas wasn't working on the other one. So what's cool about this is it switches over to LP. So when you're traveling, it still keeps the stuff cold. Got lucky, the stove and the microwave were black, so we did not switch that out. As you can see, I put the TV, it flips down from the roof. Works really well to keep the extra space. And then this door here is how you get into the Peterbilt. So we were talking about that the other day, how we totally gutted this, put wood floors in it, put a rocking stereo in it, and really cool. Really happy how the Peterbilt turned out. Happy how all of this turned out, actually. And then we got a little sound bar here for the TV. That way we got big 12K generator. So if we're at the track all weekend running the air conditioners, we need a little bit louder sound to drown that out, as opposed to the TV speakers. So coming back to the bedroom, you get the big ass closets, and we did a lot of mirrors in this to make it look more spacious. Got the bathroom, got the shower is in here, but you got your sink. Same deal. My wife picked out this cool sink and faucet with granite countertop here. And come back to the bedroom. It's kind of neat because now you're standing over the garage part. This is basically the fifth wheel. We cut mirrored stainless. One of the cool things we did, anywhere where there was old white, 90s style lights, we put in LEDs. So what I did is I laser cut a little piece here that's metal, and then behind it are little strips of mirrored stainless, and then we put mirrored stainless around here to kind of frame it. Same deal, 3D printed stuff where there were holes, where there were lights that, we thought we'd put lights in. Once we got these LEDs in, it's incredibly bright. Anything that was that same color of, kind of faded yellow and white, we painted black. All the switches are black in here. So we bought this TV mount that goes up and down because this is actually a safety window. If you would ever get an accident, this window actually is the emergency escape. So instead of leaving the TV up there, I wanted to leave that in case we ever had a problem. Yeah, but what's weird, kind of weird about this thing, but actually cool, is Dad made this porch. It's on, got actuator motor, it spins down here, and this is actually storage. So I got spare airbags, got air filters. You got a little storage up there where, I got the air lines. And that actually, the storage goes all the way through here, so you can put all kinds of stuff there. You get your normal stuff here, like an RV has. But as I was talking earlier, the first year we went to Sebring, we didn't utilize this because the first trailer Dad had sat a little closer here, and the tongue went clear way underneath here, and there's a hitch about right here. And the way he designed this is he would jackknife that old trailer. When he jackknifed it 90 degrees, he could drop the back door. But it was so close, I could barely get the ramps in. So this past year, we cut these. I found these doors online, and we cut these in here. And now I can put, all kinds of stuff in here. I got all kinds of wheels and tires in here. I got some race gas. We got our wagon in case we're running stuff back and forth to pit road.
Our fuel jug with the end that was impossible to get.
Yeah, we can do a whole nother story on getting ready to race at Sebring.
Oh yeah, that would be a good episode.
Yeah, maybe we get Boris to get on a FaceTime. I guarantee you that. But so we had to put some straps in here because the hitch used to be there. Now the hitch is here. If you look at it, the frame of the truck is cut off right behind the rear wheels. So you have to have a subframe, and obviously put your weight of your hitch on there once it drops. So we have all kinds of, don't mean to get all technology on you there, Corvette guy, but, kind of like a bridge there,
That turned out good.
Yep.
It really did.
Yep.
It works great because, you got a lot of storage. You got way more storage than even I got with my Renegade. And,
yep. So.
And easy access storage too.
Yep. So had a trailer and the original trailer with it, and then long story short, I found a good deal on a Renegade. I ended up selling it to him as a racing buddy. I want him to have a nice rig. Gave him first opportunity to buy it. He bought it and then bought my old stacker, and boom, he's immediately into a big toter with a stacker.
Yep.
I found this one in South Dakota, Keystone. Guy had just listed it. Same day I found it, I snagged this thing up in literally an hour. We were at Memorial Day. We were out riding razors. We pulled into a little bar and grill to eat some lunch. And I always pull up Facebook when I'm in traveling. this guy was selling the trailer, and he also had a big newel coach for $250,000. That's what you should have bought. And then,
I'll take my Renegade. I love that thing. I think it works great.
yeah, so I ended up buying this thing from this guy because it had everything exactly how I expect this trailer. I wanted the escape door. I wanted aluminum, all aluminum, and this ramp will come down at an angle so you can drive the car straight up. Had some storage up front with toolboxes, but the biggest thing is it actually had what they call this golf cart door, so I can drop this thing down. We got our Condor in front. I can ride that BMW in here, and I can put a motorcycle up front. That way, when I go to Sebring, we'll leave the semi down there.
Yep.
And if I go to the airport, I can ride the motorcycle to Tampa, drop it off at my buddy Pat's. If I'm going to West Palm Beach, I can go to my sister's. If I'm going to Fort Lauderdale, I can drop it off at my daughter's. So leave the motorcycle down there, and just perfect setup.
That door is really nice. Like, I wish every trailer had that option.
Well, you got the normal walk-in door, but then the golf cart door is probably, that thing's damn near 4 feet.
I'd say it's all 4 foot wide.
Yeah. So, that's a quick rundown of the race rig. We'll go inside here in a little while and show how we remodeled it, because we took this thing from, 2001, typical oak, baby blue, all this stuff. And yeah, it's good stuff, man. I had my buddy that built my house. He built our office. He's built, offices in the shop. He does all the work at my dad's hunting lodge. My contractor come in and we stripped this thing. We had, the same Amish guy that built all the cabinets in my house. We matched the same stuff. This thing went, I don't want to say rags to riches, because it was nice 20 years ago, but
it looks like a brand new rig on the inside. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Well, then the thing is, these new Peterbilt rigs that duplicate this thing, it's $750,000.
Yep. Well, that's all, like, as we were talking the other day, is, we're taking rigs that maybe ain't brand new.
Yeah.
But we're making them just as nice, and we're, 1/3 the price of what it costs us to get into a newer one in comparison, or even, middle-aged one would still be double the price.
He's fixed up that Renegade so good he only goes in with brand new shoes.
Hey, they're spiffy, shiny.
You're such a hillbilly, you know.
I literally just bought them just because.
I know you did. I tell him, hey, I'm going to shoot an episode this weekend racing, and he's like, oh, I'm going to stereotypical Corvette owner. You got his little mug.
Got my flannels, got my jorts, got my New Balances.
The shit I got to put up with at the racetrack.
And then I'm going to wax his ass tomorrow, and then I'll show up.
The only way I can put up with him is it's just seeing him in the rearview mirror. That's all. The joy it brings me.
Yeah. When I'm coming up after you after about 20 minutes, pass you again.
Yeah, we're gonna shut he start trash talking. This video's getting way too long. Hit the like button, subscribe button, tell your friends, tell your enemies, anybody who wants to hang out with the Kelderman crew. You can find us at Kelderman Trucks on Instagram. I'm at jdeerte on Instagram. And on YouTube, we're Kelderman Manufacturing. Same thing on Facebook.